watching this live stream right now. I'm just got some OBS issues here, but should be good. Should be good here. Okay. Oh goodness, that was ridiculous. Okay. Good morning, Ollie. Give me a second. All right. Good morning. Sorry, I was working. I was doing some stuff with OBS, and it was a little rough, but we're good now. All right, so I'm gonna go live on TikTok in a second here for subscribers on TikTok, but there's really only one update to my trading journal. A beeping coming through. Oh man. All right, I turned off desktop audio. Hopefully that fixes it. And I'm turning off mic aux. So hopefully that's it. But all right, got to do YouTube here or TikTok. Live on YouTube. Yeah, mic volume is low. I noticed in a video yesterday. So I got a new desktop, high power desktop. I'm not going to have any more issues with all right, not going to have any more issues with streaming, but I got to fix settings in OBS. So let me see. Oh man. But my YouTube video yesterday, that was a problem. Greg says it sounds great on his end. All right, audio input capture. Let me know, guys, if I sound louder at all. I'm doing something in OBS. I'm increasing the volume. It's at 11 decibels, 12 decibels, 13 decibels. I can just keep on going. Does it sound any louder? Testing 1, 2, testing. Getting better volume wise. Let me know. I'm holding on to the button now. And is it too loud? Or, oh, you know what? All right. Oh, shoot. It doesn't let me go higher. So I'm seeing like OBS freaking out on me. It doesn't get any higher than 26 decibels here. Is it just me hearing the high frequency beeping? I hope so. I'm sorry, Ollie. I hope it is you. I hope it's just you. Because I don't know what that beeping would be. All right. Okay. Live on YT World War Bitcoin, going live on TikTok for subscribers. And then we will take a look at, I have a forward beeping and whining. I mean, my room, I hear like some kind of frequency. I just don't. I'll listen to this after the live stream. I don't think there's anything I can do right now. I'm gonna put this at like 20 decibels instead of 26. All right, 20 decibels. All right, I'm gonna try something else. All right, I'm going to try one other thing. I'm going to unclick mono. No, if I unclick mono, you'll only hear it in one headphone. So, oh man. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. Sorry if you hear a buzz. I did hear that in my video yesterday. So it's not just you. I heard something. I heard a buzz. But I'm gonna go live on TikTok, and then I'm gonna have to talk, and we will. I'll work things out. New computers. This happens all the time. New computer. Yeah, I won't sweat it now. So. All right, live for subscribers on TikTok. So okay. You can see on my trading spreadsheet here a progression of sorts. And this is as the market has bottomed out. You know, you see March 12th, March 6th was my first update. But March 12th, the trading spreadsheet. So March 6th, I'm in a state of limbo with my trades. I have mostly been shorting, but I'm seeing some signs of strength with some alts. It makes me think a reversal is imminent. And then every time I have a new update here, it's more and more a thing of, you know, it looks like a compelling case can be made that the NASDAQ has bottomed out. That was March 10th. And the NASDAQ has not gone lower than March 10th. Shorting crypto pumps has been an effective strategy for me, yada, yada, yada. Seeing some strength in alts for the first time in 2025. I have significantly de-risked with my shorts. And then the last one, time to start longing, and that's my mindset right now, is I am looking for more longs than I am shorts. This is a fundamental shift. And I mean, if you look at what's going on in altcoins, let me pull up another trading view chart here. You know, Bitcoin, I'm hoping is not just, you know, Bitcoin. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin here. I'm seeing a possibility. Let's break this. You know, we're really close. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're definitely close. So maybe there's going to be some resistance there. That would be great to break that, to climb higher. But, you know, with our altcoins, I'm seeing lots of downtrends being broken and starting to see some strength, some higher highs. So, you know, we put in a high last week on the news of the FOMC meeting. Quantitative tightening, by all means, is effectively over. It is over. So we put in a higher low, and now we're back in higher high territory for the total 2. That's a good sign. Total 3 is looking even better. Broke through the 200-day moving average. That's a good sign. A lot of altcoins are showing some strength. And, you know, I started buying altcoins last week. I'm buying more this week. I'll probably be about as exposed as I want to be with altcoins at this time next week. So even, you know, Avalanche broke out very strongly. Now I'm not in love with the idea of buying Avalanche right at this moment. I think it would put in a higher low. And then some other ones. I mean, Solana's looking very strong. So Solana, I mean, not only did Solana break the downtrend, but it also held. You could say, you know, we had a couple of days closes below the critical level of support, but on a weekly candle, it's just a wick. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. So Solana has held. And now it's up, you know, 125.97. That is the level. That is the level that has been the level for the last year to long Solana, to buy Solana. Now, you might have gotten stopped out if you opened a high leverage long, or you might have gotten liquidated if you opened a high leverage long on Solana. So on a daily candle, yeah, we had some closes there. That was very concerning at the moment. But then we're seeing some strength now on Solana. Weekly candle, it's nothing. It's literally, it's nothing. So yeah, Solana. So this is a good sign. It's a sign for whether it's short term or medium term or long term, whatever, it's a good sign for some upward movement from here on out. From here until whenever, until we see weakness again. So if you commented on TikTok, I see your comment foregone for Uniswap. That's the only comment that I'm seeing here as people hop in and out. So if I missed a comment, please let me know. And of course, yes, let me give you an entry on Uniswap. It's interesting. I've added these moving averages here. I don't even remember what they were, but they were recommended for trading stocks. I think it's a 20 period moving average. So 20 days, simple moving average. Let me look at that. Yeah. 20-day SMA. And then the blue line is a 5 SMA. And it's really interesting to see the interaction with the 20 SMA. Because I usually, when I pay attention to something only a 20 period thing, I usually only look at the EMA. So, all right, give me a second, guys. Let me look at now EMA. It's well, all right. So SMA holding the SMA, rejected at the EMA for Uniswap, but now broke through the EMA, and I wouldn't be surprised if this was a perfect entry, the SMA, the 20-day SMA, or sorry, the 20-day EMA. Broke through the EMA now, so if you want an entry on Uniswap, I would say $6.87. What platform are you using for long and shorting crypto? I have 3 different platforms that I use: Bitmart, BitUnix, and BingX. Bitmart, BitUnix, and BingX. So are we totally back in the crypto market? I'm about 30% in. I've been saying I gave myself, last week I gave myself a 3-week window to DCA. So I don't like to DCA, and this has worked out very well for me. I did not DCA from January all the way down. I was not DCAing. And then last week, right around the time of this breakout, I started DCAing. And I'm still DCAing right now. I bought a lot of crypto charts look good. So it doesn't even matter what I bought. Really, it doesn't. I mean, the things that I avoid are new utility and high inflation for cryptos. So let's see. Do you anticipate a pump similar to November, December? Okay, good call, good foregone. I don't. Here's my thought. I'm about 50-50 as to whether or not the total altcoin market cap. I lean towards yes, that the total altcoin market cap is going to break its 2024 peak, which is right here, December. That is where I lean. I hope it goes much higher than that. Would you just recommend simply DCing from now to next Friday? I made a video yesterday, Amir. Maybe. I think I'm going to give myself until next Wednesday to be in. So that's my mindset, next Wednesday. And the reason why I said something about tariffs April 2nd, that's when they go in effect. And so I do wonder if that's going to be the peak of the fear with the tariffs, and then we'll recover. Okay, what's your X username? I saw 2 WW Bitcoins, neither seem legit. WW Bitcoin, that's what it is. I have a 15.1K followers. I just posted a Bitcoin dominance chart on my X account. So it can only be, make sure Bitcoin is spelled right, make sure there's no underscores or anything like that. Chainlink or Arrow, easy, Chainlink. Arrow has the double whammy of being high inflation and new utility. Arrow can do fine. I tend to think it's going to underperform. Chainlink is certainly a safer play. Arrow could outperform Chainlink, but it could also outperform it greatly to the downside. It will outperform it greatly to the downside. So Max, there's a spreadsheet. I have not made a single crypto update as far as individual positions here, but on the spreadsheet, you know, it's time to start looking for longs. I've added some things to the resources. That will be an ongoing thing that I will add to the resources. I did already look at Uniswap. So I'm just going to make an update for Uniswap. Man, I got to get this. I got to get something out of the way here. So long at the 20-day EMA. So Uniswap last week, I said maybe worth a long around 550. We'll see how that worked. What's today's date? The 25th. All right. Long at the 20-day EMA. Let's say, let me, just for the sake of how's this been working out, worth a long at 550 for Uniswap. It's at $7 right now. So the 20th, it did not get down there. Oh wait, was it the 20th that I made that update? All right, yeah, it did not get down, so I can't take credit for that. It didn't get down to 550. So we missed 550. Now here's your chance. $6.87 if you want Uniswap. Foregone. Oh my goodness. Not really invested into ICP, but I'm sure someone in here wants to know a long price on that as well. Pfft. I wouldn't be surprised if nobody wants to know a long price on that, but okay. Nice way of saying that you want me to look at ICP. So hey, ICP not following the trajectory that I hoped. That's great. You know, I was nervous looking how low volume ICP was on that breakout. I was nervous that it was going to do what I've seen a lot of other altcoins do, but I guess it's not going to. I mean, we'll see. It might still do that. So you got to be mindful of that. It might still, it could certainly do a back test of the trend line and continue to put in lower lows along the trend line with ICP. But as far as now, I mean, you know, this does look like the beginning of an uptrend. But this is on the daily chart. On the 4-hour chart, it would scream uptrend. So, you know, maybe something like this. So where do we go from here? I mean, it's very much overbought on stochastic. Maybe it'll, you know, over the next few days, climb a little bit and then come down and either revisit this. Is this a trend line? It's too soon to call, honestly. But maybe something like that, where the 20-day EMA would come and intersect with the trend line, if it is a trend line, and have some double support there. I don't really have a good price for it for a long on ICP, honestly. We're gonna have to wait and see. I do wonder, you know, given the volume, it's so low. All it would take is like a fat finger sell for a big wick below. So we'll see. I'm just gonna say, for now on ICP, stay away. Yeah. Not the 20th. Oh, today's the 25th. My oldest son's 11th birthday. Let's see. Not confident in this breakout, although it is now in an uptrend on the daily chart. I want to wait and see for longs. Spot is fine. Okay. I held everything and DCA on the dips for taxes, hold taxes for 1 year. Ooh. I don't mess around with that with crypto. It's just like, man, you hold on. I remember there were times that I would hold on until January 1st or something to sell, and I really regretted that. But, you know, you do you. You have positions in Ando. I don't have any Ando right now. Not that I object to it. It does have some inflation issues. So let's see Ando real quick. And, officially it has not broken its downtrend. It is still in a downtrend. Now, I would say this kind of hasn't suffered as much as a lot of other altcoins. So I'm not as worried about it not breaking its downtrend. I think this is a good level for spot. It is a good level for spot. I just, new utility, Ando's new utility. Let's see, what's the least amount of money you can put in a long, and how do you know to sell? Least amount of money, you could put $1 into a long if you want, honestly. Download BitUnix, referral code 1DAC. 1DAC, BitUnix. You don't need a VPN or anything like that if you're in the United States or anywhere. So you can do it. How do you know when to sell? You got to plan ahead. So like Ando, if I were to enter a long right now, just a scalp, maybe what I would consider is closing that scalp at this trend line here. Entering at 92 cents, and we're talking about a quick scalp, exiting around $1 or something like that. So are you out of Noble? They're doing a contract migration soon. I am out of Noble. I'm open to buying back in. All right. Yes, 1DAC, Rose, and Cello. Let me look at Rose. Rose broke this downtrend a long time ago, but did the thing that I'm fearing ICP is going to do, where, it breaks the trend line and actually had decent volume on that break, but it continued going lower. Now, could this have been the bottom? 26 cents. It's possible. It's definitely possible. You can see it is right now at a key level of resistance. I don't even know what resistance this is. I drew it a long time ago. It looks like it's bottom, bear market bottom. Yeah, so it got below its previous bear market bottom right now. And so I don't love buying at resistance, but man, it is at an extreme discount. So what do we do with Rose here? I guess, what I would prefer, I don't know. There is, we got the SMA, the EMA, 20-day SMA and EMA there. Maybe it's holding that as support. I'd love a breakout and then a back test of 3.459. It's at 3.436. I know that seems backwards to want to long it at a higher price than what it is right now, but we could get rejected at the level that I'd want an entry, and then go down a bit, and then maybe build some strength to break through. So do I think Rose will do okay? I think it's an okay play for the next couple months here, sure. I just wouldn't, I'm not, if I were to buy Rose right now, I'm not holding it until the 2024 peak. I want to double my money. That would be wonderful. I would want to, if not doubling, maybe I get a little greedy and I hold until a retrace. Let's see what that would look like here. Hold to a 0.5 or even a 618. 618 would be 10.3 cents. 0.5 would be 8.4 cents. I'm going to delete that, but that's my overall mindset for the next two or 3 months here. If it goes well beyond what I'm thinking it's going to go, then great, But for those of you who you became bag holders in March of 2024, or you became bag holders in December of 2024, it's like, please don't be a bag holder this time, especially because, all those people who promised you that 2025 was going to be this amazing year, they're in hiding right now. I'm sure they've gotten a lot of complaints from people. And as soon as the market heats up again, they're going to come out of hiding. They're going to promise you that, they're going to promise you that, sorry, I just got a text from my wife about one of our sons. They're going to promise you that now's the time. We were wrong about the first quarter of 2025, but now is the time. where crypto is going to go and explode to new all-time highs, and we're not ready yet. It's just not time yet, I'm telling you. It's time for a reversal. It's time for prices to go up. It is not time for all-out pandemonium. Not the way that people are thinking, at least. All right, do I think Uniswap can get to $25? It's possible. It's another one that I'm not holding on all of my bag until $25. I mean, that is beyond its 2024 peak. Yeah, it's beyond its 2024 peak. I'm not holding on for $25 Uniswap. But I'm not going to sit here. I mean, Uniswap's a big enough crypto that, and I think the larger caps have the best potential. Because, I mean, I know Uniswap's all-time high is much higher than its 2024 peak. So, I mean, what's a retrace look like there? Yeah, $25 would probably be like a 0.5 retrace. Sure. You know, can it? Yes. But I'd be happy with Uniswap in the teens. After we pump, then pull back. Oh, sorry, I missed Cello. Sorry about that. I'll get to Cello in a second here. All right, after we pump and pull back, do you expect we return these lows? I think we're going to go lower than the lows. Yes. So return, yes, but even go lower than that. And then you'll get the best buying opportunity of the decade, in my opinion, unless you get shaken out. Because what I think comes next is going to like, a lot of people are going to throw in the towel. I really think so. What I think comes after this pump over the remainder of the year is people giving up on crypto, being like, oh man, I thought crypto, like people who've been in crypto for a while. Oh man, I thought crypto was the future, but I guess it's not. I guess we were all wrong, and I bought the top of a Ponzi scheme. I really think there's going to be people who will have been in crypto for years, who straight up give up at the end of this year, early 2026, something like that. And then, like, I'm talking about the best buying opportunity of the decade, in my opinion. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everyone else is right, and Bitcoin will be well over $200,000 by the end of 2025, and altcoins are going to go crazy. And if so, you know what? We're going to make more money. So we're going to make more money in 2025 at least, not 2026. So we'll be here for that. We'll, you know, personally, I mean, if you were to follow my track, you will win. You may not win as much if I'm wrong about where I think things are going, but you will win. And I'd rather that than everyone else be wrong and me be right and you lose. So anyway, Cello, you've been waiting patiently. Thank you. So Cello, man, I've seen a lot of charts that look like this. It's like, you know, you break the downtrend, low volume, and this is exactly what I've been saying. I was afraid with ICP that ICP would do after breaking this downtrend. It just, you know, bounced several times and just kind of kept on going lower, but now it's climbing. It's showing some strength, putting in higher highs. And what's up, Jamil and Fatima? Thank you. I have an aunt named Fatima, from Portugal. So now I do wonder if this was a local bottom, you know, that we can, there's some gains to be made in Cello. This looks all right, short term at least. I'm pretty sure I've looked up Cello's tokenomics and I wasn't in love with it. So I'm not expecting Cello to go to $1. No, not expecting that. I would expect Cello to climb. This looks fine short term. So, okay. All right. So guys, I just want to emphasize again, like I am hopeful for a new all-time high for Bitcoin, a new all-time high for the total altcoin market cap. I'm going to ride higher until I see weakness. So it just doesn't matter, okay? Well, what matters is how are you going to play this? If you're going to play this with a mindset that you are not going to sell until you see new all-time highs or after new all-time highs, I would encourage you to not think that way. Let's just ride it until we see weakness, whether that's new all-time highs or whether that's before new all-time highs. That's my plan for what I would guess would be the next 6 to 10 weeks, and then we'll see about after that. So I did post this on X. Maybe this would be hopeful. This would be a hopeful thing. It's ascending wedges break down more than they break to the upside. Maybe Bitcoin's dominance is going to break down, and we can see, some moves in altcoins. We'll see. We will see. So, going to go through the trading spreadsheet now. And as always, as I'm going through the trading spreadsheet, if there's particular cryptos you want me to look at, I will gladly look at those cryptos. I need to take these headphones off. They hurt me. All right. Aave. Going to start with Aave. My most recent update, false breakout on the 6th, still in a downtrend, wait before breakout before longing. Hesitant to short Aave right now. Was that the right call? March 13th. Oh, wow. March 13th is the last time I made an update. It's really hard keeping up with 50 different cryptos. So give me a second here. Oh, yeah. Aave has certainly broken to the upside. So, it's weird looking at chart. A lot of altcoin charts look like this, where it just looks like it's going up diagonally. On a 4-hour chart, it's a lot cleaner. A lot cleaner in regards that you can see just consistently higher highs, higher lows. So the daily chart looks suspect, but the 4-hour chart looks clean. What do you make of that? I don't know. But Aave has broken the downtrend. Now what? Now, I would certainly not be looking to short this. So let's see. Still in ground. Wait for a breakout before longing. Hesitant to short it right now. That was March 13th. So March 13th, yeah, I mean, could have shorted it on March 13th and been okay for that day, but otherwise, it would not have made sense to short Aave. So now where do we go? I would wait for a higher low to form. So it's a little bit more difficult on this side of things because you can see Aave is still largely below these moving averages. And so where's the support? Where do we go to for support? You can look at past confluence and see, and there's a little bit of price history in 2024, but not much. It almost went up in a straight line. Aave was a huge winner in 2024. It was just a beast. So now, I think we're going to be climbing a wall of worry with Aave. So there is support at the 20-day EMA and SMA. Maybe that's it right now. If you want to long Aave, 20-day EMA and SMA would be good levels. Could be good levels. It's not one, I don't have much confidence in a long on Aave right now. Buying spot, fine. Opening a long, I want it to collect its feet here and build something, build a base, a higher low, instead of just going up like diagonally like that. Good low confidence levels is what I'm saying about the 20-day EMA and SMA. Cardano, man. Sorry, I'm just grieving Cardano. I set a limit order at 67.85 cents. And this, you can see my long position, my thesis on that was an entry at 67.85 and look at how close it got to my entry, 67.85. It got down to 68 cents. So I think those days are gone. Right now, Cardano is really good for spot buys right now. but it's a really good looking chart. You know, we had that false breakout on the Trump pump, and then but really, you know, it's formed a higher low here. So a lot of strength for a move higher. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this over $1 in the next couple of weeks. So entry did not fill. And then I'll look at Chainlink and Solana. All right, Chainlink and Solana. Both of those have done very well the last several days, so I'd be cautious. You know, I mean, every altcoin is way overbought on stochastic. Plenty of room to the upside with normal RSI. Yeah, I'll look at DOT in a second here. So Chainlink. Now, regular RSI, here's another pattern that I'm noticing with a lot of cryptos, a lot of altcoins with RSI. You can do this with RSI. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I didn't even notice that. Thank you, Brandon. You guys, this is so important. This is on the daily, okay? So getting rejected at the downtrend, breakthrough. This is confirmation. Fist bump to you too, Brandon. Breakthrough and back test of RSI on the downtrend line, but also the big thing is it's at a perfect level for uptrend bottoms in RSI, if that makes sense. All right, so what do I mean by that? Uptrend bottoms, if you are in an uptrend in an altcoin, the level that if you see RSI at this level, it's at a score of about 40. If you see it at a level of 40, that is a perfect level to buy that crypto as long as we are in an uptrend. And so the breakout and back test is right, 43, 44. That's perfect. So now I wouldn't be surprised if over the next couple months here, on the daily at least, we saw RSI giving us 40, a score of around 40, lower 40s for a perfect entry on Chainlink. So let me go back to that's really exciting to me. That has me very hopeful that you guys should be buying spot for good cryptos, not for the junk that was created in 2024 as a money grab. That's a really encouraging sign. Now, stochastic, like I said, on a lot of these cryptos is way overbought. So what I would think would happen is that sometime the end of this week or early next week, we would see a more ideal entry for Chainlink. But you never know. It's been so long with this downtrend. You could draw a downtrend here too. That finally we're breaking out. So maybe the market would bless us with an entry at $13.76. Maybe, prayers on that. Been in at $14 on a trade. So that's a good entry. I would just hold on to that for a bit here. I spent a while looking at Chainlink. Let me just update the notes on Chainlink here. So, because there's a lot to unpack with Chainlink on that. But Chainlink looks great. So Chainlink looks great. Daily RSI has broken out. Yeah, give me a second. I'm still, Mar, I saw you about DOT. I got a request for Chainlink and Solana. I'm still on Chainlink. So I'm going to go to Solana and then DOT. Looks great for holding, hoping for an entry at $13.76, 77 cents, $13.77. Okay, so Solana and then Polkadot. Both of those also look decent right now. Now Solana, I wouldn't touch Solana right at this moment. It's just it's up. 5 days ago it was $124. Now it's $145. That's 20+% for what, the fourth or fifth largest crypto in all of existence. So Solana, I'm not too excited about doing anything with it right at this moment, aside from the fact that, I bought a few $1,000s of spot for Solana at 126. So I'm happy about that, but you got to wait for a higher low at this point. Very much have to wait for a higher low. All right, have to wait for a higher low on Solana. Where would that higher low be? That's the question. I don't think it's going back down to 126. Maybe this level right here, 136, something like that. So got in a trade at 135 for Solana. Here's what I would not do right now with Solana is I would not set my stop loss at break even. I would either, because that might be a perfect entry, 135 or 136. It could wick below there, 136. So I would let it ride for a bit. Maybe that's going to be it. Maybe that's going to be our next entry on Solana. All right, now, so I might set a limit order there for a long on Solana. Let me. All right, Polkadot next, and then Caspa and Beam. Let's see. Polkadot broke through the 20-day EMA, worth spot entries at $4. That was my last note on Polkadot. So let's see here. Polkadot. I'm liking this new computer. All right, I'm getting behind here, but Polkadot, Vchain, Caspa. All right, Polkadot, Caspa, Vchain. No, Polkadot, Caspa, Beam, and Vchain. I already looked at Beam earlier today. I actually, before this live stream, I was trying to transfer some crypto from Coinbase to a place where I could buy Beam, and Coinbase was being a pain in the rear end for me. So I want to buy a Beam spot, but Polkadot, worth spot entries at 4 for sure. Now it just looks solid. I mean, there's nothing. Where do we go from here? The answer is most likely up, given the fact that everything else is most likely going up. The question that I want to know with Polkadot is where does it go down to for a higher low before going up? Well, two questions. Where does it go up to first? Where does it go up to peak, or has it already peaked on this particular point on the daily chart? And then where does it go down to for a long? I mean, the 20-day EMA, after breaking through the 20-day EMA, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 back tests on the 20-day EMA before breaking out and getting rejected the 50-day EMA. So maybe it's as simple as the 20-day EMA being a perfect spot for longs, around 450 right now, but every day that changes. Where can we see the new spreadsheet? Send me a message on TikTok, and I'll send you the link. So it's a trading journal. Trading journal. All right. Let's see. We're gonna go Caspa and Beam. I bought some Caspa last week. Looking good, but also looking. It looks like Caspa's a few days ahead of everyone else. Perfect breakout, perfect back test. You could call that a higher high. It's tight, man. It's tight. This could go a decent amount lower and still be in an uptrend. That would be my fear with Caspa right now. That can go a decent. Let me look at the 4-hour chart and see what the EMAs look like on the 4-hour. Nah. There's really nothing as far as a good level for support. Well, shoot. Oh my goodness, this one's really tough. Because on the 4-hour, this looks like there's room to go higher. On the daily, it looks like maybe it's just going to chop. This is one that I would not touch right now for trading. For spot, you want to buy spot, fine. But I'm seeing mixed messages between the daily and the 4-hour. So, weekly it's very oversold. But I can't give any crystallized thoughts here. My last note was should backtest the trend line, and then it would be good to open along there. That's what happened. So I'm just going to say 4-hour chart and daily chart are giving mixed signals on this. Okay. All right. Beam, like I said, I wanted to buy some spot Beam because the chart looked pretty good. Volume, yeah. This is what I was excited about looking at Beam. Is you see there's several high volume days here. A couple of the last couple of days, this is what attracted me to Beam is like, all right, what might happen over the next few days is a chop, a higher low forming. It can certainly go down, but usually what happens when you see a couple really strong volume days like what we've seen on Beam recently is, I mean, volume is even stronger than, volume stronger than December. This is the strongest volume. Man, this is the strongest volume that we've seen. Aside from, two other days? No, one other day historically. That's a really good sign for Beam. So I don't know of a place where you can buy, where you can long Beam. I would not recommend that. But buying spot right now, you just gotta be patient for, I think, short term, a little bit of a dip. But I'm really liking Beam right at this moment. So, all right, Avalanche, Quant, and Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, I already looked at Bitcoin dominance, but all right, Vchain, Avalanche, Quant, Bitcoin dominance. Vchain, not super strong, right up at resistance. There was another crypto I looked at that looked a lot like this. I don't remember which one it was. Oh, it was Rose. Rose looked a lot like this. I don't love, right at this moment, buying Vchain, especially, I mean, it's the opposite of Beam when it comes to the volume. Their volume is very low, but it's another one of those things. Let's see a breakout. I want to see a confident breakout of this level of support here, or level of resistance. It was support, now it's resistance. A confident breakout, and then I would be quite confident that we would see a back test of that. So 2.655 cents. 2.655. Okay, what was next? Avalanche, Quant. Is Vchain worth buying? For spot, it's worth buying. I already looked at Avalanche. It's very similar to Solana right now. It's just, it's broken out so convincingly from its downtrend, put in a higher high, that I would very much expect it to put in a higher low and go down, maybe below $20 on Avalanche. So right now, this is not one that I would touch for a long. I'd be more tempted to short Avalanche right at this moment. Yeah, wait for a pullback and buy more. Yeah, not financial advice, but so yeah, waiting for a higher low. It's right up at the 50-day EMA. I'm assuming that will be resistance as well. Somewhere around $20. Okay. All I really do is spot, trying to learn how to trade longs and shorts. It's easy. It's easy to learn. Quant, but spot, spot's a great thing. Spot is fantastic right now. When we're in a downtrend, it's like I want to do something to make money. So I can't, how do I do that? I do very low leverage shorts. So Quant's not looking amazing at the moment. What do we do with Quant? It was looking strong at one point. Now it's below every level of resistance. So many levels of resistance above it. You know, I'd be much more excited about Quant if it could get above the 20-day EMA, above the 50-day, above the 200-day simple moving average, the 200-day EMA. Can it do that? Sure. How long is it going to take for that to happen, though, is the question. That's the thing that I would want to know about Quant, and I'm not too sure about that. So Quant is just straight up, you know, I even for spot, I'm not in love with it right at this moment. I mean, maybe, well, no, you could convince me to buy spot with Quant. You know, it's older, not inflationary at all. Coming up against a lot of resistance. Zero leverage. Hello, DevTuber. But spot is okay. All right. Let's see. What's a bear bull trap? Sorry, I'm drinking some coffee. It's when things go, when things move in a direction that gets bears excited. You know, after a prolonged uptrend, we see a downward movement, bears get excited, but then it's just a fake out. You know, that's a bear trap. On the other way, if we after a prolonged downtrend, we see something that would get the bulls excited but ends up being a fake out, that's a bull trap. So, pretty simple. Is the word F-art banned or something? My message doesn't go through when I send it. I have no idea. Do you want to look at Fartcoin? That's not a word that I have banned. You know, I did change my settings. I get so much spam on my YouTube channel that I was trying to change some settings, and so maybe I YouTube banned some specific words that are insensitive words. But Fartcoin, listen, I mean, Fartcoin's doing very well, but it's not, man, I can't recommend getting on in a Fartcoin. It did 3x. So 3x over the last 2 weeks. I'd wait entirely on Fartcoin if that's what you're asking about. Now, AOs, I already mentioned, well, not during this live stream. Just my general opinion is to stay away for right now with older AI cryptos. And the big reason why is if you look at like AOs below its 2024 bottom right now. But then, I didn't mean to do that. If you look at its where it was in the bear market, I mean, my goodness, what an incredible crypto to have bought in the bear market. It went down to less than a penny and got up over $1.20. And so here's, I mean, my fear is that, you know, a lot of these other cryptos are down to their bear market bottoms. AOS is up 29x from its bear market bottom. So who knows? I mean, there may be a lot of people who are still holding, who are up 29x still, and you know you're going to compete against them when you buy at 29 cents. It's not something that I'm interested in, and that's the case with a lot of AI cryptos. You know, those AI cryptos had a phenomenal 2023, and then an even better 2024. So no, thank you. Just my opinion. Any good AI coins we should look into? I mean, there's newer ones that don't have that kind of price history. So, you know, I've talked about TARS AI. I like TARS, but for the most part, it's a niche that I'm kind of avoiding for this time around. You know, in the bear market, I'll probably buy a decent amount of AI cryptos. And then another big thing with AI cryptos, and then I'll look at Aerodrome, is just NVIDIA. I say NVIDIA. I hear other people say NVIDIA. Yeah, LRC spot. I'll get to that in a second. Like last year at this time, I said this last year. I mean, Nvidia looked amazing. It looked like it was just straight up. This time around, this looks like clear distribution. So Nvidia has a significant effect on AI cryptos. And if that's the case, I mean, there's no arguing here that if you were unbiased, your thought on Nvidia should be that it's going to continue to go down. I mean, you never know, but I mean that's a clear downtrend on Nvidia, which means I think that's going to drag down a lot of the like AOs and Render and Fetch AI, the big players. So now Aerodrome, again, not in love with Aerodrome, super high inflation, but at the very least, it looks like it's bottomed out. And so is there money to be made on Aerodrome? Yeah. I think you'll make more money elsewhere short term. We'll see about after that. Now Loopring, 11.24 cents. Not doing the thing that other cryptos with low volume breakouts of the downtrend have done. And, you know, there's a high volume day there. So there's some hope for Loopring right now. This previous bear market bottom is going to be resistance short term, but you want to get in on it spot? Yeah, that looks good for spot. So insert row above. Previous bear market bottom is going to be resistance, but it looks like it has bottomed out. Good for spot entries. Okay, give me a second here. I just want some sips of coffee. What will be your pick for better returns, layer ones or RWA? RWA cryptos are all very new, and that's my fear is new utility. So how about this? Layer ones for now, short-term layer ones, and then we see layer ones pick up steam. Do I think RWA would provide better returns from there? Yes, I do. Yeah. I'm down 60% on Arrow. Would you consider switching it out for something with better upside potential? You know, I always want to hold a bag of something that I'm in just for, you know, if it's bottomed out, it looks bullish. It does look bullish, just not as bullish as other ones. I'd hold on to some of it. But honestly, yes, I would. Yeah. Hold on to some, not financial advice. And then we'll see about after. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I've been live for an hour already. My goodness. Yeah, ICP. I already looked at ICP. Let me see my notes on ICP. Not confident in this breakout, although it is now in an uptrend on the daily. I want to wait and see for longs. Spot is fine. That's what I said about ICP. So I'm not longing ICP at these levels. I want to see more strength. But I think it's fine to buy spot for ICP. Okay, all right. You're welcome. Let me go back here. Haven't looked at Aash in a while. Oh, wow. Yeah, Aash looks really good. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes from previous days. I shorted it after it broke through this downtrend on that high volume spike, but then and I closed it really tight stop, and I closed it in profit. And now, I mean, so here's the deal. I need to be consistent when I look at a crypto like Akash. This is highly inflationary. Lots of vesting releases in 2025, but how much would that have an effect on short-term gains? Pretty minimal. So Akash looks good at this moment. Seeing those high volume breakouts, 3 days in a row of really strong volume, and then some consolidation, of course. I could see this one doing very well short term. So this and API 3 is another one that I keep my eyes on if I were you. So every crypto that I've looked at in this live stream, I'll tell you two that, in my opinion, look the best are Akash and Beam. So interesting combination there. But Akash and Beam, I might, after this live stream, I was already planning on buying Beam today. This might be the second one that I buy. All right, Algorand does not. Yeah, Algorand doesn't look as good. Which is surprising to me because, it's a part of that ISO 20022 narrative. Now, it's one of those things. If I'm bullish on XRP, I should be bullish on Algorand. And the 20-day EMA is now support, so there is that. So maybe I'm talking myself into this right now. Yeah, I'll take a look at Hbar in a second. Probably, same. Well, no, I have already looked at Hbar today, but I haven't during this live stream. Hbar, I'm liking Hbar right now. I did buy some of that last week too. So Algorand finally broke through the 20-day EMA. Uh-oh, I did not mean to do that. Do not want to do that. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at Hbar and XYO in a second here. A lot of resistance above. Okay, Hbar and XYO. So Beam entry, I'm just going to enter spot. That's all. Like after this live stream, I'm going to try again to transfer from Coinbase to a wallet that has Beam on it, and then I'm just going to buy it, mark it. I don't worry about limit orders for spot. Now, I mean, all right, so Hbar, very convincing breakout of its downtrend, and then almost lost all of its gains, but formed a higher low with a good base right there and held it very well, which makes me think that Hbar, we should see Hbar over the next couple of weeks, somewhere between 30 and 35 cents. That's a nice 50% return. It could certainly continue to go higher than that. So I would be an aggressive buyer of Hbar right now. So we'll see. Okay, XYO. Do you use stop losses on your spot buys? Nah. Maybe I should. I only use stop losses on my leverage trades. What percentage, thank you, Saad. What percentage of your bags have you redeployed back in starting last week? I'm about 30% in. Hello. All right, XYO. I don't know why I can't see volume here. What's up with that? No volume data, huh? Maybe that's just for the exchange that that's got to be it. I would not say Bitcoin dominance is in a downtrend, but it's looking good. Like it's in an ascending wedge, and ascending wedges break to the downside very often. Now here's a level. I wouldn't be surprised if XYO held this level. You can see I went back to the daily close on this significant breakout right here. That looks like what a level that traders are eyeing for spot buys. So this let's say that this was just an overreaction. It probably was. This breakdown below this level here, now that looks like a good entry. So 1 cent, pretty much 1 cent for XYO. Do I have XYO in my trading journal? I do not. Okay. That's fine with me. All right. ApeCoin. I don't want to look at ApeCoin, but I'm going to anyway. Wait, before I do that, API 3, man, API 3 is sick right now. This can continue to go higher. That's wild. It's like big pump, high volume pump, bull flag. High volume pump, bull flag. So it's just going to keep doing that? Yeah, memes. Right now, the play is utility. But we get excited with utility. Meme coins will certainly make a comeback with a vengeance. So, all right, ApeCoin. Yeah, looks like the loss of support at 54 cents was a fake out. So okay. Aptos. Man, it's really interesting. I'm just blown away by this. So many altcoins lost key levels of support. Like just levels that they should not have lost, and then they reclaimed them really quickly. Like Aptos here. My notes from previous weeks, like 554 was a great level of support. And then it lost it for a few days and then climbed right back up. So what's the deal with that? I don't know. What does that look like on a weekly? Yeah, weekly closes below. So now this should hold. It should hold now. And there's a lot of them, like Solana's like that. It lost it for a few days, but then reclaimed it. Loopring. Market makers, man, they're messing with us. Now we need Ethereum to reclaim support. That would be huge. Let me show you guys Ethereum. 2133. It just, man, that didn't make sense for Ethereum to lose that. Aside from the fact that, we all hate Ethereum now. So but hopefully Ethereum will will reclaim that level. Do you still hold ETH? I always hold some ETH. I mean, for transacting in Ethereum, unfortunately, I don't hold a ton. Aurora spot thoughts. All right, Aurora very highly inflationary. That chart's not too convincing, not at all, really. Do we need ETH for altcoin season? Not necessarily. We could see XRP have a big pump. So what's up with that? Look at Aurora. I mean, maybe that's a foreshadowing. XYO, exactly 1 penny is support. XYO. That's what I said about XYO. But then I'm just not in love with Aurora. I mean, these spikes, these big spikes up in price reek of market manipulation. What is that? I'd stay away from Aurora. What was I looking at? Oh, yeah, Arbitrum. Arbitrum's in an uptrend. I'm not a fan of Arbitrum as a crypto worth buying and holding at least. So yeah, render. It's the same deal what I said about AOs. Now, you know, render looks better than AOs, that's for sure. Man, this is pretty tempting. If you're going to buy one for sure between render and AOs, I would say render. I don't know, maybe I'll buy a little bit of render. Break my own rule about, I mean, it is true though. You know, what I said about AOs, or what I said about AI coins. Gonna buy more spot of render, yeah. If we inverted this chart, it would look very bearish. So do with that what you will. I don't know how to invert a chart. Okay. LCX. I did look at LCX earlier today. There's nothing that I love about this chart. It's just, this is a textbook downtrend. But the thing that I reminded people during my live stream earlier today about LCX is like, do you remember, I mean, in November with LCX, people were in just straight up despair. You know, November 2nd, October 31st, I made a video because I was so tired of people asking me about LCX. I was like, LCX will at some point get you back excited again. And all the FUD with their team was selling and all that stuff. And then look at what happened with LCX over a few days. It shot off and revisited, did a double peak from its previous all-time high. And I just tend to think that, yes, the charts will tell you that this is a very ugly looking crypto. And yet what happens when LCX rips is that it rips really hard. So, you know, this is one that I'd be tempted to break the rules of charting with LCX. All right, yeah. Okay, Arkham. What do you see? You know, I see some hope for Arkham. broke through, finally broke through the 20-day EMA. 50-day is now resistance. 20-day should be support. Arkham looks pretty good. Adam also looks good. All right, I'm going to look at a couple more and then be done for this live stream. I'm going to work on some other stuff and fill out the journal a little bit more. So any last questions about different cryptos, let me know. Adam looks very strong. Look, I mean, inverse head and shoulders on the daily. Let it play itself out a few more days. Yeah, I'll look at Say in a second here. I bought some spot Jasmy earlier today. All right, inverse head and shoulders in the daily chart. Give it a few more days. Should make another leg higher. Say doesn't look as good. I mean, you know, it did break the downtrend, put in a higher high, but then put in a lower low. So it's in a point of indecision right now. Not in love with it. Highly inflationary. So personally, I would pass, but you never know. Now, the thing that made me buy Jasmy, want to buy Jasmy, is I'm seeing a cross here between like a solid level of support, which is exactly where it is right now. Is it? Yeah. Well, no, a little bit higher than that. But then, you know, downtrend resistance, horizontal lines are usually more stronger. They're usually stronger than diagonal lines. I think this is gonna hold, which is why I bought some. So I think that, you know, 0.1228 is the bottom, or a bottom, short term. So do you think small caps like Aleph and TET can recover? Anything is possible, but I'm not touching either of those at the moment. I mean, those charts just show no signs of life, you know. Tectum looks boring. Alephium looks boring. You know, it's just, let's see the larger cap ones pump first, and then maybe I'll change my opinion on them. So, okay, that's going to be it for me today. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will be back for a members-only live stream on YouTube, subscriber-only on TikTok on Thursday of this week. All right, have a good one.